Members of the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors in Taraba State have commenced an indefinite strike. The association says its action was due to the failure of the state to honor the Memorandum of Understanding it signed 3 months ago. But the state government has appealed to the striking doctors to call off their strike since most of their demands have been met. Correspondent Olabi Adenusi filed in this report.
The second wave of COVID-19 pandemic is now a major concern globally. In Taraba State, 5 medical doctors have tested positive to the killer virus since its outbreak. The state branch of resident doctors is concerned with safety from the COVID-19 pandemic and signed an MOU with the government to this effect. But the association says the government is yet to honor the agreement. It is embarking on an indefinite strike to press these demands to be met.
We had to recommend the strike action because the agreement that was signed was not honored or has not been honored. Most of the items on it has not actually been honored by the state government.
The striking doctors list areas they want the government to address before calling off their action.
Adequate, appropriate personal protective equipment for all healthcare workers in the health facilities in the state, immediate implementation of the revised hazard allowance and payment of COVID-19 inducement allowance that was agreed upon and an MOU that was signed by the government and healthcare workers, and with further attestation and agreements by the Nigerian Governors Forum, and implementation of 100% adjusted commerce and skipping and minimum wage.
But the state government believes the strike is uncalled for since it has met most of the doctors' demands.
Actually, the government is aware of the demands of the doctors in the state. And the governor, Architect Darius Ishaku, is doing everything within his power to ensure that these demands are met.
The Commissioner for Information appeals to the doctors to join efforts with the state government to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. He explained that one of the demands of the doctors, which is employment of new doctors, is already being addressed.
The employment of more hands, that's doctors. I'm aware the governor has given approval for employment of SEN, and the process are on already to employ more doctors.
The Taraba residents who will be at the receiving end have called on both parties to put the interest of the common man first in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic.